This video about very special mammals, the name naked mole rats. So it's actually about extreme longevity and health span of so-called naked mole rats. Naked mole rats are small social rodents that live in northeastern Africa. Their colonies can have up to 300 individuals. The social structure of their colonies is in many details similar to social insects, bees, termites, and ants. Only a queen and a few males are those who breed, and the rest of the colony feeding and caring for the young. Naked mole rats exhibit a number of adaptations that help them thrive in the harsh, low oxygen environment of their burrows. For example, naked mole rats have a large amount of hyaluronic acid in their extracellular matrix, which helps with tissue regeneration, inflammation response, and angiogenesis. It is the growth of capillaries in tissues. Naked mole rats also exhibit a high reliance on fatty acids for energy production, which helps maintain muscle mass and energy production as they age. Additionally, naked mole rats exhibit a lack of accumulation of senescent or zombie cells that can produce pro-inflammatory signal and molecules and contribute to chronic inflammation and eventual death of mammals. Naked mole rats are considered a proof of concept that age-related changes in physiology are avoidable and that lack of the physiological deterioration with age is possible also in other mammals, including humans. Naked mole rats rely on bacteria in their gut microbiome to convert carbohydrates from the plants they eat into short-chain fatty acids and amino acids. Similar to rabbits, naked mole rats consume own feces to obtain the nutrients produced by the bacteria. The queen has up to 4 liters a year, giving birth each time to a litter of 5 to 28 pups and up to 50 or more pups a year. She feeds pups with milk for a month, and later on the other members of the colony feed them own feces that are rich in amino acids, vitamins, and fatty acids until they are old enough to eat dry and very mature roots and tubers that are difficult to digest. Little pups beg for poop of adults to eat, literally chirping and scratching at adults' butts. Typical individuals are 8 to 10 centimeters long and weigh 30 to 35 grams. Queens are larger and may weigh well over 50 grams, while the largest ones are reaching 80 grams. According to the evolutionary theory, there is an energy trade-off between breeding and maintaining the body's tissues. Reproduction uses some of the energy needed to keep the body healthy, and lifespan decreases as a result of breeding. However, naked mole rats breeders, queens, live longer than non-breeders of the species, defying the prevailing scientific view on the connection between reproduction and aging. In aging humans, we may observe a decrease of lean mass and accumulation of body fat. Also, fatty acid oxidation decreases with age in humans, while production of energy by glycolysis is increasing. Total energy production is decreasing, and thus this tendency is only accelerates adipose tissue accumulation. However, in aging naked mole rats, researchers observe high reliance on fatty acids for energy production. Moreover, high lipid metabolism is involved in the social status transition from a worker to a breeder. This observation suggests that aging is not a necessary biological process and that avoiding age-related changes may be achievable in other mammals, including humans. This is a very important conclusion. In difference to other mammals, senescent or so-called zombie cells don't accumulate in aging naked mole rats.
Zombie cells produce pro-inflammatory signal molecules, so-called SASP, senescent associated secretive phenotype. Therefore, accumulation of the zombie cells during aging leads to chronic inflammation of tissues and eventually to death of elders. Mass and number of mitochondria in muscle cells of naked mole rats is increasing starting from age about 11 years in comparison with younger animals, and eventually muscle cells start to resemble heart cells that are very large, that they have very large mass of mitochondria. So we see here this plot that in time above 11 years, the number of mitochondria and that number of mitochondria in cells is growing very much. In comparison with young animals, it is growing 3 times, approximately 3 times. The naked mole rats represent a unique model for delaying immunosenescence with no thymus involution observed up to 11 years of age. This is in contrast to mice that show continuous shrinkage of the thymus with age. The markers of the useful thymus function decrease with age in mice, but maintained in naked mole rats. The result of the study suggests that naked mole rats does not experience pathological changes in the mitochondrial apparatus until at least 11 years of age. However, naked mole rats are not immortal and will eventually show frailty in older age, albeit delayed comparison with humans and mice. The naked mole rats are well adapted to the limited availability of oxygen, so-called hypoxia, within the tunnels of its typical habitat. Hypoxia results in a decreased ATP synthesis, increased production of reactive oxygen species, and slowing down the activity of the cellular antioxidant system. Altogether, it leads to oxidative stress and eventually to apoptosis, so it is death, of the senescent and cancer cells, as reactive oxygen species cause damage of DNA, cell membranes, and organelles. Indeed, hyperactive zombie cells and cancer cells in the condition of hypoxia produce more reactive oxygen species than healthy cells and get selectively destroyed in the senescent-induced cell death. Here we schematically see that hypoxia leads to generation of reactive oxygen species, and then the oxidative stress leads to apoptosis. Naked mole rats have extracellular matrix with high amount of long chain molecules called hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid also a major component of skin where it is involved in the repairing tissue. Hyaluronic acid has a key role in tissue regeneration, inflammation response, and angiogenesis, so it is growth of capillaries, which are phases of wound repair. Naked mole rats have a unique skin characteristic compared to other mammals. Their skin is highly elastic and has rubbery structure, rubbery texture. This helps the animals move and squirm in tight tunnels without getting injured. The skin elasticity also provides a certain level of protection from cuts and scrapes that may occur in their underground habitat. So the following study found that naked mole rats maintain their body composition and bone mineral density throughout their lifespan, which is much longer than similar-sized mice. In contrast, mice show a rapid decline in body fat content and bone mineral density with age. The study also found that naked mole rats maintain cardiac function and reserve capacity as they age, while mice experience age-dependent decline in normalized cardiac output and an increase in cardiac hypertrophy and diastolic dysfunction. Furthermore, naked mole rats are maintaining bone mineral content and density, and could reduce the risk of bone fractures in the elderly. NACMO rats produce, as I said, a very high molecular mass hyaluronic acid, much larger molecular weight than hyaluronic acid in other mammalian species. Molecular weight, which is about 2.5 megadarcy of hyaluronic acid in serum and almost all tissues, was tested in this publication. Hyaluronic acid provides an open hydrated matrix that facilitates cell migration. Therefore, high elasticity of the extracellular matrix can be a crucial factor for the immune system efficiency in the NACMO rats. So, in conclusion, I may speculate that exceptional longevity of NACMO rats can be explained by higher mass of mitochondria, higher reliance on fatty acids for energy production, elimination of senescent cells in condition of hypoxia, and high mobility of their immune cells. So in this video I expressed my personal opinion. Please mind that I don't provide health consulting. Therefore, a visitor to my channel is advised to discuss the content of this video with his or her personal physician and only act upon the advice of the professional medical experts. Thank you for your time to watch the video. Please comment, subscribe, like, ask questions and share information. Have a wonderful day.